Just a robot.
Know what really annoys me? Those YouTubers who say, I really didn't want to make this video. Well, if you didn't want to make it, you shouldn't have made it. And don't be such a freaking martyr. All you did was make a video, and probably got money off the monetization. With that being said, I really didn't want to make this video. But hey, I can at least acknowledge what I'm doing is annoying, unlike some people. The two reasons why I didn't want to make this video is because one, I grew up with two shows Butch Hartman made, Fairy Odd Parents and Danny Phantom. He made some other shows, but no one really cares about them. The other reason why I didn't want to make this video is because Kuro the artist works for Butch Hartman. And it's no secret he's my total man crush Monday. I just hope this doesn't affect him negatively in any way. The thing that finally pushed me into making this video is that Butch Hartman, or his network without his permission, is blocking people's videos for content ID. I heard this happening to people from Pieguyrulz.
A person who's innocent doesn't facilitate the takedown of videos that incriminate him without any comment.
And MangaKamen had to change the pitch of Butch Hartman's voice in order to upload his video. And it kind of reminded me of the whole Cool Cats Save the Kids situation. A guy made a crap movie and people started reviewing it, giving him notoriety, and then he started taking those videos down. Almost everything Butch Hartman has made is leagues above Cool Cat Saves the Kids. I really don't want to see Butch go down the same path. I remember it was pretty cool of him to do a video with Jello Apocalypse.
You've fallen for my trap, hook, line, and sinker! Now, prepare to sleep with the fishes!
He made 2 of the top 5 most popular shows on Nickelodeon, and yet he's still working on videos with YouTubers. Granted, it was a big YouTuber, but still. Butch seemed like a down-to-earth, level-headed guy, but over time his ego kept on getting bigger and bigger. On his bio, he claims he created your childhood. I can't speak for everybody, but my childhood really wouldn't have been that different if Butch Hartman never worked for Nickelodeon. I do have one fond memory of me and my friends having a sleepover, so we could watch the Danny Phantom special of Ghost Freak getting the Infinity Gauntlet, the Reality Gauntlet. But that's about it. Butch Hartman made a Kickstarter asking for $250,000. According to brilliant people like Mr. Enter, that would only pay for the animation portion of one cartoon episode. I can't believe he asked for $350,000. Yet Butch Hartman, who's way more famous than him, is asking for $100,000 less. But what's all this money going towards? Well, he's making a site that's family friendly. Nothing wrong with that. However, he's not letting people refund their money, which is quite a dick move. I mean, say what you will about Mr. Enter, but at least he gave the money back. Some people got annoyed with him saying that he's going to put Christian values into it, and he didn't say that until later. But the thing is, he's not saying he's making it a Christian site, he's just saying he's going to put Christian values in it. We don't know for sure if he means, if you don't believe what I believe, you're going to hell for all of eternity with no hope of ever escaping. Or if he means, don't steal, respect your parents, don't lie, and other stuff like that. The trailer for the Kickstarter is really cringy. It's this black family watching TV, and a horror commercial comes on, a sex scene, a murder scene, and stuff like that. Butch is using this as an example to say, hey, you don't want your kids to see this kind of stuff? Come to my website. We're family friendly, and we don't have anything like that. But the thing is, this is an incredibly cringy way to do it. It's really the dad's own fault for picking the channel they're watching. Butch, of course, doesn't give any examples, because if he did, he would have to show things that weren't kid shows. Shows like Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Disney Channel are fine for kids. Sometimes they sneak in a dirty joke here and there, but those go over kids' heads. And Butch, I hate to break it to you, but you don't have the most family-friendly record. For God's sakes, you made Cosmo pregnant.
We need to have a serious talk about the birds and the Bee Gees. You see, when the Bee Gees recorded Saturday Night Fever, everybody loved them. Then there was a backlash. Too much Bee Gees, they said, and who cares?
Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you can't have a pregnant man in a kid's cartoon. What I am saying is that Butch Hartman shouldn't act so much like a purist. Butch, you're a Christian who likes quoting the Bible. Well, you know what the Bible says, judge not, lest you be judged. Also, one of the 10 commandments is, thou shalt not steal. So please return the money to the people who want it back.
And I suggested that he post in the comments on Oax's telling other backers, here's what's happening, here's why I'm dissatisfied, I want a refund, and Butch Hartman is not giving me one. And when he did this, the comment was taken down almost immediately.
But unfortunately, Butch Hartman will not listen to me, nor anyone who isn't another cartoonist.
Someone says, what do I think of the Oax's Family Guy meme? Oh, I'm not even going to look at it because the question's being asked by Dueling Duelist True. I'm not even going to look at it, and I don't care. Because you know why? Whenever you put yourself out there to do anything, there's always someone that's going to try and bring you down because they've never done anything on their own. And so if someone wants to do something and they want to ask me questions like that, that's one thing. But if someone doesn't do anything and they want to criticize, then I have no time for them. No time for them. So the person that asked that question, whose name will not be mentioned ever by my lips, I just want to tell all people like that, as I get back to safety here, that if you guys can't do it yourselves, you shouldn't criticize anybody else. You really shouldn't. Now, another cartoonist wants to have a problem with me or whatever, that's a different story. But at least somebody who's actually done something, I'll talk.
To an extent, I see where he's coming from. It's very annoying being an artist and having people who can't draw criticize you and tell you how you should do things. However, if someone's criticism is valid, it doesn't matter what their background is. This kind of reminds me when Spetchy said her art teacher couldn't tell her what real art was, and that she was so much better than her teacher. Even though Spetchy was being a complete idiot, thinking she could pass a digital art class with just drawing. And even then, she's not very good at drawing. Butch, I may not have experience making a cartoon, but I do have a lot of experience with jackasses. And let me tell you, you're being a complete jackass. Now, some people have been looking for any and all reason to hate on Butch Hartman. They use this tweet as an example of him being transphobic. But the thing is, the Lonely Goomba did a perfect job of explaining why it isn't transphobic at all. While I do think Butch Hartman did a few things that were wrong, such as not letting people refund their money and having a huge ego, but you shouldn't hate on Butch for any petty reason you can find. Because if you do that, well, it just makes everything else you're saying seem petty. So as I was making this video, Butch Hartman released an apology, and all it is a piece of paper with his signature on it. The stuff he says in the paper is nice and all, but he really should make a video apology. I kind of want to make this video longer, but there's already so many videos about this subject that I can hardly add anything new. I could try to push this video into being over 10 minutes long so I can get more ad revenue, but I don't feel like it. But let's check out all the new pieces of fan art. We got this gorgeous piece. I really like how symmetrical it is. And just how it glistens and shines. This might be one of the top 5 pieces of fan art I have ever received. Here's me as Steven Urkel saying, "Did I do that?" Here's me in my human form with my gay mask. One of me with my shiny metal ass that you should all bite. Me flipping someone off. Me wanting to bang a refrigerator. That's pretty cool, I guess. Get it? Cool. Because it's a refrigerator. And one of me looking broad and kind of sad. Links to all this fan art will be down below. Please go check it out.